The other side of the web. The elevator didn't ding when it arrived. That was the first thing I noticed. The second was the way my son, Caleb, gripped the sleeve of my jacket, too tight for a 10-year-old. His small hand was shaking, but not from fear. It was something older than fear. Something learned. His face was pale, eyes darting across the marble floor of the building's lobby like he was expecting something to lurch out from behind the glass-paneled walls. "Dad. Wait," he whispered, urgent and quiet. "You can't use the front door." I blinked at him, confused. The concierge gave me a polite nod without meeting my eyes. His fingers hovering over a desk phone. Something shifted behind the reception counter. Subtle. Deliberate. "A trap," Caleb murmured, barely audible. "This whole thing. Set up. For you." The words fell like pins into a well. No echo. No time to question. Just instinct. I nodded once. We moved fast, past the concierge's fake smile, past a table of gift bags wrapped in silk ribbons and tags with my daughter's name in cursive. The hallway to the service corridor smelled like bleach and something else, something metallic and sour beneath the chlorine. The service elevator creaked when we stepped in. The lights flickered once. Then again. Then they held, casting us in the kind of yellow glow that made skin look hollow. Just before the doors closed, I heard it. Laughter. Samantha's laughter. My ex-wife. High and artificial, like a sitcom laugh track playing at the wrong moment. It echoed down the corridor like an omen. I didn't want to believe it. Not at first. The seed of doubt had been planted months ago. Not with a fight, but with perfume. Not hers. Something richer, heavier. It clung to Elisa's sweater, our daughter, the day I picked her up from school. The scent lingered in the car, familiar in a way that wasn't right. Then the missed calls. Voicemails unanswered. Caleb became watchful. Withdrawn. Eyes flicking to Elise whenever she spoke, like he was measuring her words. Like he knew a secret he was afraid to say aloud. I noticed everything. The graduation party was too last minute. A luxury penthouse rented for just one night. A guest list full of people I didn't know. Samantha's new husband, Victor. Smiling too wide, too polished. Handing out glasses of champagne like it was his coronation. My name wasn't on the invitations. Not even as a footnote. Still I smiled. Bought Elise a dress she loved. Paid for the jazz trio. Because that's what you do when you're caught in a web. You don't flail. You wait for the spider. I started digging. Old photographs, hidden in drawers behind cookbooks, inside jewelry boxes she never thought I'd look in. One showed Samantha and Victor at a beachside cafe. Dated 2 years before she said they met. She was wearing the necklace I bought her the summer before our marriage fell apart. Then Caleb's drawing, crude, childlike, but clear. 3 adults in the house. One had no face. Just a blank circle. And the calls. I pulled the records. Mostly burner numbers. One appeared again and again. Going back a full year before she asked for reconciliation. I traced it. Private investigator. She had hired him. Follow me. To document me. While she returned to our bed. Slept beside me. Ate the meals I cooked. She didn't come back to fix anything. She came back to win. I went further. Ordered a DNA test. I used Caleb's toothbrush and my own blood. The results arrived, cold and clinical. Caleb was mine. Elise was not. That envelope sat in the inside pocket of my blazer as the service elevator groaned open. Caleb stayed by the catering trays, hands shoved deep in his blazer pockets. Head bowed like he didn't want to be seen. I walked into the golden warmth of the room. The music was too loud, the lighting too soft. No one noticed me. They'd planned it that way. There she was. Samantha, in a deep emerald gown, Elise on one hip, toasting Victor with a glass of champagne that glittered like a blade in the light. She smiled like she was starring in a play, every movement scripted. She turned and our eyes met. She froze. I walked across the room in silence. The air parted for me like I was underwater. I handed her the envelope. She took it, hesitated, then opened it. Her hands began to shake. She read the report. Then read it again. Victor leaned in to whisper something, but she stepped back like he was radioactive. The smile was gone, replaced by silence. Still I said nothing. I reached into my pocket again, pulled out the second envelope. Thicker. Heavier. Inside were photos, printed text messages, a full timeline. A statement from Victor's ex-wife, whose real name was Natalia, and a list of the sealed charges in another state. I sent copies, I said quietly. To your job. Elisa's school board. And your father. He paled. One hand went to her stomach like she'd been punched. You don't get to erase me, I said. Not this time. I walked away. I didn't stay for cake. Didn't hug Elise goodbye. Let her have her party. Let her dance in the illusion a little longer before it shattered. Caleb was waiting for me in the garage, perched on the hood of my car like some solemn little ghost in polished shoes. He didn't speak. He didn't need to. We drove in silence. The city passed by like a smear of lights and shadows. Just after midnight, I pulled up in front of his building. He got out, then paused at the door. She didn't know I warned you, he said. He nodded. He bit his lip. Does that mean I'm still yours? I looked at him, really looked, and let the words land like a promise. You were the only thing that ever was. He nodded, turned, walked inside, and I drove into the dark, and out the other side.